Starting in Calgary, Alberta, we're driving 3,500 kilometers to our son's place in Quinte West, Ontario, crossing into the US and back into Canada. Join us in this video as we share our journey. This is day 2 of our journey. Yesterday we covered 900 kilometers or about 600 miles. We're gonna go get breakfast now and then drive to the US border, which is just a few kilometers away from here. Just crossed into the United States, no problems at the border, just passports and a few questions if we carried firearms, food, but really it was pretty quick. There was no traffic, so we are now officially in the United States. Yesterday we brought lunch from home, but today, because we had to cross the US border, we didn't want to cross with food, so we have nothing left. So we're stopping in Minot, North Dakota, in a local supermarket, and hopefully we'll find something fairly healthy for our lunch today. First time fueling in the US with a Canadian credit card. It seems to work, so we'll see. Gas is a bit cheaper here than it is in Canada. It's about 3.80 a gallon, so that's about $1 a liter. So converted to Canadian dollars, $1.35 instead of $1.50. We found a nice rest area where we're gonna have lunch. There's tables sheltered from the wind because it's quite windy here, and it's just a nice little place to have something to eat, take a bit of a break, stretch and relax before we continue on. North American road trip video wouldn't be truly authentic without honoring the trucks, their dedicated drivers, and the unsung heroes who keep them rolling. This is the start of day 3 of our journey. We're just west of Fargo, North Dakota. Wow, that was the most unhealthy breakfast we've had in a long time. The cappuccino was so sweet. We left it behind on the table. The muffins were not really anything. Anyways, that's what you get when you travel and don't have too many options. So we're starting now. We're heading towards Duluth, Michigan. That's going to be hopefully our midday lunch point. We have some shopping we'd like to do, so let's get going. Still burping the apple fritter and muffins and cappuccino, the fake cappuccino from this morning. We're stopped for a short break and trying to eat a few fruits, see if that makes a difference. We're progressing slowly because we're out of the interstate. Now we're on a smaller highway, so the speed limit is lower and there's more small towns along the way where you need to slow down and stuff, so slower progress than yesterday. The landscape along the way has already changed. We've seen more hills and definitely more trees than we did yesterday. Some lakes as well. Crossed some very nice little towns. Unfortunately, we don't have much time to do any visiting, but definitely an area to keep in mind for later once we have the camper van. Spend more time in these small towns. They all seem to have a nice historic downtown. After 10 years in South America, it's nice to be back in countries where things are organized and clean. Everywhere we've stopped, there's clean washrooms, clean parking areas, and just nicely maintained. On the other hand, I have to say that the level and quality of food And service, even in gas stations in South America, is definitely a notch above what we've experienced so far in North America. Definitely more European feel in South America. You're often served on real plates and cups and just better quality food, better quality coffee. Good morning, this is day 4 of our trip. I didn't record last message last night because we had a very long day. It was a lot of hours of driving. The progress was pretty slow. But at lunchtime, late lunchtime, we found ourselves by chance a nice little Italian restaurant. We were seated on the terrace overlooking Lake Superior. The food was excellent, so that was a nice midday break. And then the rest of the afternoon was just driving. It was fairly slow again because of construction and detours and just lower speed limit because we were on smaller roads. But it was really nice. The landscapes were gorgeous through wooded areas, forests, and a few lakes and small towns. So today we're going to be crossing back into Canada at Sault Ste. Marie and then heading to Sudbury, Ontario, and we'll see how the border crossing goes. Hopefully it will be without any surprises, so I'll catch up with you later. Well, that was a much better breakfast than we had yesterday at the gas station. The waitress was pleasant, the food was very good. The Night Owl is a good place. They're open early in the morning until late at night, and deserves the the good ratings it's got on Google. The Sault Ste. Marie International Bridge, a striking feat of engineering, gracefully connects Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan with its Canadian counterpart, offering a captivating passage over the St. Mary's River. Its iconic arches frame stunning vistas, symbolizing the harmonious relationship between two nations. Beyond its aesthetic charm, this bridge is a vital artery for trade and culture, bridging communities and fostering international bonds. We just crossed into Canada. The border was a breeze, just a formality, showing passports, a couple of questions.
Turn left.
That was it in 2 seconds. So now we are in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, and we're looking for a supermarket and see if we can find something
Carry on straight ahead
for a lunch picnic. Today was no fancy Italian lunch, but this was really good. Really enjoyed it. There was some brown rice, beans, corn, avocado, one egg, and a bunch of little things. So it was quite nice and did the job right. So on to Sudbury, Ontario now. In the evening, we take some time to address our emails, and I transfer the video footage from the cameras to my laptop. This is day 5 of our trip and the final day. Our destination is an hour and a half east of the city of Toronto, which we will avoid for traffic reasons by driving to the north. This is it, 3,500 kilometers, 5 days. Don't go away, there's more coming. Before we continue, I'd like to show you a few images of the area. Ontario in general is a region of many rivers, lakes, conservation areas and parks. There are many options to hike, walk and cycle. My favorite spots are the locks along the Trent Severn waterway. These peaceful locations operate at a tranquil, human-paced rhythm. The locks are ingeniously designed, relying on gravity to effortlessly fill and empty them through controlled valves. Meanwhile, the gates are operated manually, showcasing a remarkable feat of engineering. From the peace and silence of the river, I will now take you to the crowds of a car show and the noise of race cars. In early September, Mobile One hosted the Drive Festival at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park near Bowmanville, Ontario. This event offered a multitude of exciting experiences and attractions, a stunning array of classic and exotic cars, electric vehicles, a wide selection of accessories, thrilling track events, and even an overland off-road area complete with a test track.
To get to and from any of the pavilions, Monaco Pavilion at the top of the hill, Overland Park, the off-road track.
That's a 270 awning. So it's the 270 awnings just fold up on the side, so it's on the back there, and then it fully comes around, and then you can put the walls on it basically you don't move around. But this one comes with a, usually it's, he likes his lower for lifting.
Sweet car, don't you think? It is very sweet. Absolutely, which is pretty ease, accentuating the license plate on that 458 Ferrari Italia in beautiful yellow. And he's right, yellow is the signature color of Ferrari. One here on display. It's part of the Mobile One Dream Car Speed Run as we continue with the Drive Festival presented by Mobile One.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.